I wrote this blog. It's called Gangland, December 8th, 2014. And I'll just start reading it for you real quick and then interject with like stuff. When you think of gang members, what do you think of? Do you think of thugs and that take whatever they want and do as they please? Let me present the side that most people do not see. My brother was 18 years old when he got out of juvenile detention, and he came to stay with me. I really had no clue as to like what my brother was doing before this, but I know that like my mom was smoking crack at the time. And if you don't know what that does to kids, I'll tell you. So a person smoking crack is only concerned about the next fix. This means you neglect your family, you steal from your family, and you're in the streets doing whatever to get that next high. So this meant that my brother and sisters had to feed themselves somehow and take care of each other. Think about the mindset of children who had to steal just to eat. Think about these kids being out all times of the night roaming the streets looking for their mother. My brother came to stay with me when he got out, and unbeknownst to me, he had friends that were coming too. These boys had no family if they did not, and if they did, they weren't around. I often asked my brother why these boys were here. My brother began to tell me that these boys had no one and the only family they had was each other. And how sad is that? So this is like 99, 2000, and I'm staying in a Polish flat, and I legit am seeing like little boys in the house all the time. You know, I'm not knowing what they're doing outside of my house, but I know that when they come, it's late, they just want to go to sleep, you know, and it's whatever. Like, you know, I was 20, like 21, 22 at the time. So, you know, I'm not really knowing. I'm just seeing that, you know, these are my brother's guys and they got nowhere to go. And I'm not going to be the one to be like, okay, you can't stay here. Like, obviously your family didn't care. So why would I be next in that line? So I used to work at 4:30 in the morning and would have to step over young bodies to get out of the door. I wanted peace and quiet in my house, but I could never bring myself to put these boys out in the street. I just imagine what my brother went through before he got to my house. When they left, I can't tell you what they did, but I can tell you the drama they brought back to my house. One day I was outside putting a radio in, and this guy pulls up with these two chicks. Now, one hops out of the car, and the chick like has a crowbar. She's a bigger, thicker Mexican chick, and then the other chick hops out with a baby, and then my sister's on the other side, and the two girls come out like, "Where's your sister? She's over here calling my man." And I'm like, "Hold up! First of all, you're not getting to my sister. Like, you gonna have to go through me in this one first." And then the other dude is like, "Oh, where your brother at?" Now, dude pulls out a pistol. My brother is coming down the street at this time, and I'm just like, "Yo, go back, go back." So dude has a gun out, and you know, whatever. Them girls weren't about that life, so we didn't end up boxing or anything like that. And then dude kind of just takes off. So in the blog, I say one day I was outside putting a radio in. This guy pulls up with two chicks looking for my little sister and my brother. The females wanted me to bring my little sister out. The guy pulled the gun looking for my brother. This guy was from a rival gang and recently shot at my brother. And the females wanted my little sister for talking to this guy. I'm standing there with my radio in my hand like, "You want my sister, come through me." At the same time, I see my brother coming down the street in a car, and starts running towards him, yelling, "Go back, he has a gun." This guy was behind me but didn't shoot, and mind you, it's broad daylight. My brother drives off, and this guy hops in the truck with the females and drives off. I hop in the car with my other sister. Now, mind you, it's like an 88 Nova that I'm in, and we didn't have cell phones, so I couldn't call my brother and ask him where he was, but I'm driving, and then the car clunked out because it's stick shift. And so I'm sitting like on the side of the road trying to get the car back together because you know, I need to be in traffic looking for my brother. As I'm sitting there trying to get it together, this guy he pulls up on side of me, because now mind you, he had just shot out this car the other day, and he comes up and he kind of pulls the gun out, like, you know, puts it to the window where I'm sitting, and then I just turned and I'm like, "What?" And then he seen that I wasn't my brother, so then he pulled the gun back and then he left. Needless to say, you know, things happen in these streets, you know, and when you live a certain type of life, you get certain results that follow that. And it was just rough because my brother's father was a police officer, and he was a crooked cop for the city of Milwaukee, and he was a horrible dad because he was never there for his children. and my brother had nobody, so he had to turn to gangs where he had these false, individuals that said they loved him, sending him off to pull licks. Like, it's stupid. It's just so stupid. Proverbs 1 10 through 19 says, "My son, if sinful men entice you, do not give in to them. If they say, 'Come along with us, let us lie in wait for innocent blood. Let us ambush some harmless soul. Let's swallow them alive like the grave in the hole. Like those who go down to the pit, we will get all sorts of valuable things and fill our houses with plunder. Cast lots with us. We will all share in the loot. My son, do not go along with them. Do not set foot on their paths, for their feet rushed into evil. They are swift to shed blood. How useless to spread a net when every bird can see it. These men lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush only themselves. Such are the paths of all who go after ill-gotten gain. It takes away the life of those who get it." It's absolutely true. I never been in a gang. Like, I'm not gang material, right? But I am a person who, like, I had to watch my brother go to prison. Excuse it. So I watched my brother go to prison. I've seen other members of my family go to prison, and it is horrible. But when you're out here and your hand is forced, you're 10 years old, your mom is smoking crack, and your dad is gone, and you have no food in the house, you are going to do anything by any means necessary. And then these vultures, these older guys who are gangbanging, see somebody naive that they can get over on. And I think it's like super sad because even to this day, people are still gangbanging. And it's the dumbest thing ever. If you're a banger or you promote this in your life, shame on you. For real, shame on you.